Thank you so much again, Darren, for just spending time with us. And one thing that really stayed with me um, from your discussion was how you're kind of reluctant to take pictures or like do videos at your events or throughout your work. And I feel like that has like a different type of weight, especially given that our new generation, it's so deeply involved with social media. Even this organization, a lot of the ways that we're able to get the word out about events and really share and communicate important messages is through this type of medium. So I was wondering, what are the most important ways that you stay connected with your community outside of the media, and how has this changed amidst COVID, given that we kind of have this bodily fear
Yeah,
now of being
yeah.
with other people?
I want to be clear. I'm not against social media, but what
Mhm.
I find to be captivated and what is intrinsic amongst Black and Brown communities is we push people to the front, almost like messiahs. So that was my point. I don't want people saying, "Well, wait till freedom get here. He'll explain." No, no, no. You have to be very careful. Social media is a beautiful forum. It allows you to reach people you never even thought about. But what I never do is become an egomaniac where I have to be in all the pictures. I have to be in every shot. No, I want you to stay focused on the work. So when you go places, stay focused on the work, stay focused on the workers, stay focused on the movement, and you'll be fine. Because what happens also is people go places just to have photo ops. And we're not to me, we're not there for that. Like if you go back and look, most of the people who were doing great work, they never were in a lot of photos, Like you won't find a lot of photos of Ella Baker. You won't find Daisy Bates in a lot of papers. You know what I mean? So these people understood the importance of staying focused and humble on this work. And that's all I'm saying. Social media going forward will probably be our main staple until we can get to a place where people are comfortable again. And I
Yeah.
use that word very delicately. But my main thing was don't allow yourself to get crazed with being seen doing the work. It's almost like somebody who feeds the homeless and takes pictures. Like, come on. You're on a whole nother level of madness now. So that was my only thing. But I have no problem with social media. But I stay connected via, like, we have 10 sites at Trenton Housing. I walk all 10 of them every day, 3 times. So it's talking to people. There's no better medium than dialoguing with people because you get to hear from them directly. You get to hear their story. And like you said, a lot of times in these social forums, people are so apprehensive to express themselves. If you can get one-on-ones or small spaces where people can feel comfortable telling you about what's their struggle or their trial or their tribulation, you can immediately build relationships. Like I can all 10 of my sites, I have at least 4 people who are watching everything that's going on. And I can walk on site and they'll come tell me they're doing this down there. So I build relationships. And that to me is the greatest way to connect to people, to move people, to empower people is to build those relationships. I hope that answers your question.
No, I definitely did. And I really do appreciate you bringing up the importance of like not falling into idolatry
Yeah.
with and like putting activists or anybody who's like galvanizing a movement on a pedestal, because
Mm-hmm.
it's only setting us up for disappointment, and it kind of stifles the growth of people who are potentially aspiring to do that, because then it just seems like the amount of knowledge or what they have to contribute is unattainable when, as
Right.
you were saying before, like
Right.
everybody, the power is already within us to be able to do what we need to do to change our communities.
I think you're going to be amazing. Yes, I like your spirit. But that's the spirit needed. Like when I go places and I talk to people, young and old, I always ask them, what is it that you desire? How do you want this to look? Where do you want this to go? And you'd be amazed when people feel like you feel concerned about what they have to contribute. They'll be the first one to show up next time because you put a value on them and their contribution. I think we go places and glorify ourselves and we end up making a whole lot of witnesses. Our communities won't be transformed by witnesses, it'll be transformed by workers.